Hey guys, Azari here and welcome to today's video. So last week I did something a bit crazy and I went and bought a car. If you know me, you know that this is shocking news. The day has finally come that I own a car. So today I thought I'd quickly go through some of the things that I looked for when I was buying a car to make sure I was getting the right price, and I'll also show you a few little clips of the car that I bought. I really love it. It's a 1999 Toyota Corolla and her name is Margaret because she's a little old lady car. So the first thing I'd recommend is to look for cars based on their reputation. I used to catch a lot of Ubers, so I'd ask the Uber drivers who drove Toyota what they think, and I got nothing but good feedback. I also talked to a few mechanics who said the exact same thing. They said that they are really reliable, they don't break down often, they don't have many mechanical problems, and they really sell themselves. They're really reliable cars. So after I heard that, that really solidified my choice, and I thought, okay, now to look for a Corolla. So a big thing for me was how many kilometers the car has driven. With a lot of cars, you don't want to get one that is really high in Ks, so like 200,000 Ks, because a lot of cars after that point, they start to have a few issues. The car I ended up getting had 113,000 kilometers on it, and for a car that's 17 years old, that's a really good amount of kilometers. It means that it hadn't been driven very much, which is really what I was looking for in a car of that age. So another thing to look at is the condition of the car. When I looked at cars, I was looking at some really new cars, 2013, and some really old cars as well. And I found that some of the new cars had not been looked after well at all. They had dents, scratches, the interior was really dirty, and to me that's just a reflection of how well the car's been looked after. Another thing to check is that the car has a clean record. So your state should have a website where you can pop in the registration number of the car and find out if it's ever been written off or if it's ever been in an accident before. So that check cost me $3.40. I did that on about 5 different cars just to be sure. They all came back clean, but it's better to know in advance than to get the car and find out it's a write-off and you can't insure it. I'll pop the link down below for the website that I used if you're living in Queensland. I highly recommend checking that out. And of course, price. So when I was looking at cars, my budget in mind was anywhere up to $12,000. And I spent all day looking at new cars, and then I got home that night feeling a little bit stressed out. I love the cars, but it's a lot of money to spend on a vehicle. And then I hopped on Gumtree and I saw that there was a car around the corner for $4,600. It was a 1999 Toyota Corolla in perfect condition. So my dad and myself drove straight down. We had a look at this car, took it for a test drive. It was beautiful, it was perfect. It was a total old lady car. It had only ever been owned by an old couple. We managed to haggle the price down to $4,000 and I was sold. I didn't have any of the guilt attached to buying an expensive car, which felt awesome. So obviously I did a little bit of research, found out how much those cars go for of that year, and found out that I was getting a really awesome deal. So after I found out the price and had a test drive of the car, I was completely sold, but I wasn't done yet. I had one last thing to do, which was to get a mechanical check, and I highly recommend that everyone does this. You can get it done through a mechanic. I got mine done through RACQ, which is a Queensland car insurance company. They actually went out to the owner at a time that suited him and did a full comprehensive check of the vehicle, which included mechanical checks, interior, exterior, the battery, the brakes, absolutely everything, and sent me a full detailed report. It came back clean, which was great, but if it were to come back with a couple of issues, it's a really good opportunity to haggle down the price or to know to avoid that car full stop. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing Margaret. I really love having a car. It's been such a great thing. In the past, I did save money by using buses, but at this point, I'm nearly 20. I'm just so happy to have a vehicle of my own and have that freedom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Give this video a big like, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!